Talking about bless you. You're welcome. Hey guys, it's 99 Andy, and today first I want to do a bit of an update. I know I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this every 2 weeks, and it's been I think around 3 or so since I last made one, and I'm sorry, I've just been kind of all over the place brain wise and stuff, so I'm really gonna try to get back into that schedule. Today is going to be a bit of a story time. It's going to be a story about the day that I ruined my life. I didn't ruin my life per se, but this whole night was just like one disaster after another. So let me close my laptop. Okay. So October 2016, I was invited to this party, and it was being thrown by people who have been to their parties before, and I'm like, oh, their parties are pretty fun, so I was like, let me go. And so the day of, it's a costume party. I go as Crybaby from Melanie Martinez's album. I go with my friend T, who goes as Harley Quinn, our mutual friend Jessica, who's a cat, and T's boyfriend, who I don't even really remember him having a costume. I think he just wore jeans and a jacket. So the night of, like, me and T she comes to my house, we do makeup, and then we go meet Jessica. Now, before we leave, we pre-game, okay? Now, if you don't know what that is, pre-gaming is before a party, you get a little lit. You get like the tiniest bit of lit. It's like, okay, I'm preparing myself for what's gonna happen tonight, right? And so we pre-game and then we leave. Keep in mind, I think you should tally the amount of like alcohol is going in my system, okay? So that was like 2 shots, and we dip, and then we meet our mutual friend Jessica, and we meet Ty. So we all get together and we're trying to find the place, and during that time, I know that she had some pineapple orange juice and some like New Amsterdam, and it was in the pineapple orange juice, and we were just like drinking that, passing that around, and we're looking for the house, and I don't know, I think we think some numbers, basically we think we have the wrong address. We're walking up and down blocks, and we finally find it. When we get in, it's super crowded, it's so disgusting, there are people that I don't know, and I'm just like, ew, because I don't like being touched, and just, but I get over it. And then we start, like, we chilling, we hanging out, and we're in like a back area of the party that's kind of like, it's outside with like trees and stuff, and we're all passing around the bottle of New Amsterdam, like me, T, Ty, and Jess. And at some point, I'm like, hey, y'all dare me to chug? And they were like, yeah. And then I'm just like, go, 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 go. And I don't know how many gulps I had, but I know that at the end I was like, yikes, chill, girl. But I most definitely did not chill. At some point, we left the party. It was just getting too crowded, too boisterous, and me, the people I came with, and some other people I didn't know just left, just like decided to dip. And we walked, we walked like a little bit, and then at some point Ty was like, why don't we just go to my house? And T was like, I bet. So the whole time, plus, alright, think about this, I pre-gamed, which is 2 shots, I was drinking the pineapple orange juice mix before the party and after we left the party, and then I chugged all that New Amsterdam. Keep that in your mind, right? So then we go to Ty's house, and we're talking to our friends Brandon and Jen. We're like, yo, hey, like messaging them, we're like, hey, we're gonna be at Ty's place, and they're like, I bet. We meet them at the train station near Ty's house, and they're like, they're mimes, and they're so cute. I love them so much. And they have Henny, and in my mind I'm like, oh shit, I never had Henny prior to that, and I was like, this is a chapter of my life. Doors are opening, I'm becoming a new person, I'm a new bitch. Like, we're at the house like no more than 15 minutes later, we're walking, and the Henny gets passed around, and at that point I only knew Jen for about 6 months. I only knew Jen for about 6 months. And I literally, as I said, I don't know if I said this in a previous video, but I'm really affectionate after I drink, and I was like, hey, you don't know much about me, so I'm going to tell you everything about me. And I said, it all started February 18th, 1997. Don't know why I started with the day I was born, but I did. I started telling her about my whole life, and we're talking, and mind you, at this point, I think I'm whispering, and the next day, T was like, nah, yeah, we're not whispering. You're telling your whole life story, full fucking volume, but, and, at some point, I laid down, and I may put the video in this video, but I'm laying down and I'm like, hey Jen, come here, and she leans and I start singing.
You dumb shit. Oh my God. I'm not gonna post it. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile.
I don't even know the name of the song, but it's by Lionel Richie, and it's like, I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your smile.
That's what you say. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's terrible right now.
You know that one? So like, I'm singing that to Jen, and she records it for Snapchat. And then at some point I'm just knocked out. I'm like completely gone. And I wake up and people have dispersed. It's just me and T and Ty. So T's like, alright, we're gonna din. Because we were coming to my house after. And she stood me up. Immediately as I stood up, I bumped into a dresser. And Ty was like, she gonna throw up. And in my mind, I'm like, no, I'm not. You don't know me, but he knew me. And I'm going down his stairs, and at that point, it felt like a million fucking steps. I'm going down the stairs. I survive. I don't fall or nothing. I go down the stairs outside. I still don't fall. We get into the Uber. This Uber drives no more than a foot, I'ma say, and I was like, I gotta go, and I just start vomiting, like, ugh, profusely, just, and T is like, freaking out. She's like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I come back in the car, put my seatbelt on, sit back, and then he drives again, and I'm like, heaving, I'm like, I'm like remembering the feeling, it was terrible. And this time, I can't unhook my seatbelt, so I'm like, ooh, and I end up eventually getting loose. I end up vomiting a little bit in the Uber, and then I open the door and I'm just like, whoa. And then T was like, okay, we can't do this. So she handed the guy money to go through a car wash, and we waited for another one. So after that, Ty comes down and he brings me like a rag to wipe my face. I'm like, oh, thanks, you're so great. Like, when I get lit, I'm like super affectionate. It's weird. And then at some point, T's like, all right, I'm gonna get another Uber. Once she saw that I was feeling like kind of better, and she's standing in the street waiting for it near my vomit, and I'm sitting on the sidewalk on the corner just shivering. And a group of people walk past and they see her standing near my vomit, and they're like, oh my God, are you okay? And then she's like, what? I'm fine. And then they looked at me and I'm just like shivering, my eyes half closed. I look kind of like the crackhead cousin. And then they're like, oh, are you okay? And I don't know what I said, but it was like some corny shit. I'm 90% sure I said I was cool as a cucumber, honestly. And so we get into the Uber, and then we finally get home. And I think I want to watch TV. I was like really excited. And he was like, wait, no. If you get out of your dress and get into some pajamas and brush your teeth, I will tuck you in. And the kid in me was like, oh, really? And I was so fucking excited to get tucked in, because I don't remember being tucked in through my childhood. So T tucked me in, and that was like the main good part, but to be fair, I think it was one of the worst nights of my life. Like, I don't remember ever feeling that out of control, except for like something recently, but that's a story for another day. Okay, and that is the story about how I ruined my life. God, wow. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. I decided to tell the story because it's like, it's literally almost a year since it's happened, and I'm like, why not, you know? Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. Over here is going to be a picture of me going like this so you can subscribe to me. And over here is going to be my last video, which I think was about how exhausting men are. Okay. Thanks for watching. Peace, guys. In the comments below, tell me maybe a drunk story or a party story or a night that just was like, what? Hey. What do you need to do? My sister's in here. Over here is gonna be a picture. I'm like ending.